What's good, squad? Teaminator here, back for another episode of Star Wars Legions. Today we are going to be doing the DSD-1 Dwarf Spider Droid unit expansion. I have one of these guys before, but I haven't done a review. Plus, I figure I throw a flamethrower in my units, retro style. So we're going to get this puppy open, and we're going to be starting this review right away. Low-key fighting this. Don't mind me, it's like 3 a.m. while I'm making this, so, bear with me here. Cards. If you guys are interested in any extra support cards or any, cards you need help equipping to your armies, let me know in the description below. I'm going to be starting to sell some Legions extras. It's going to be a huge bulk price, not very expensive at all. Throw my link in the eBay in the description below. And eventually I'm going to have a Discord set up, so if you guys want to interact personally or start up a Legion squad, be more than happy to hit me up. Be getting that sorted within the next couple days as this video is getting posted. So sometime around December 15th or so, the Discord should be up. I will have links in the description in future videos ahead. I got several upcoming painting videos that will be coming up. Schedules are going to be backed up a little bit though, because I'm going to be working very soon again. So night shifts are going to be starting, so it's going to be a little bit tough to start videos again, but everything will be running smoothly, I'm sure of that. So the directions are rather large to show, but basically you have a huge overview of one side. Basically it's very simple how to set up the Dwarf Spider Droid, and basically the nose mount is pretty much what you need. We're going to be doing the flamethrower setup model for this. If you guys are interested in the other dwarf droid that I have, I'll be posting some new... Sorry about that, the antenna was a little bent, but these guys' antennas are very fragile, by the way, so if you do have these guys, try and house them in a much more suitable scenario than mine. But either way, this is my current Dwarf Spider Droid. Let me try and get some better lighting on her. I will be posting a couple bit of my art shows on Instagram if you guys are interested. Links will be in description, as always, or at least the title to be looking for it. So we got a little bit of a rusty silver. Figure he's been in some battles. A little bit older model, but so the Dwarf Spider Droid has 3 armor. I don't know why the armor keyword is just like infinite for some vehicles, but for others it has the key number of 3. We only have several spots for a couple of equipment upgrades, being programming, which is new for this new wave of Kashyyyk. Gunner, that's what that is right there, and then comms. Self-destruct, it's not exactly the greatest strategy implemented. I'd say it's better for more objective-based games. Therefore, if you have to go through this guy, you're basically going to have to throw in a bunch of damage. If you're lucky enough, it survives. You pop the self-destruct. One last stand for old time's sake, pretty much. The blast zone is anything within, I'd say, range 1 of the Dwarf Spider Droid. It's pretty much what it's saying. Expert climber basically can climb on anything. Doesn't matter. Literally can hold off the side of the wall and it'd be fine still. Program, you do have to have a program card. Otherwise, this card will be inoperable. So it sparks at 55 points to 60 or so. It's still not that bad, honestly, for a heavy vehicle. It's got a beefy health range of 6. It's got a hull value of 4. It can take a couple hits before it decides to wobble around, but once that hull value goes down to 0, that's once your self-destruct hits. It does have surge to hit and surge to defense to make up for your defense. And other than that, it's honestly a really solid vehicle. Um, I'm going to try and run 2 dwarf spider droids in the new deck build. I'll do a review on that as soon as I can. Going on over to the cards, we get 2 Hackcom units since it's a new one. Hackcom units, it isn't terrible, but it isn't the greatest because it's very situational. You have to be up close in your enemy, and most of your opponent's going to be dealing with long-range barrages. Flamethrower is what we're having on this boyo. It's going to be our theme for this. Nose-mounted laser, more or less like this boy. It's the most solid. Going back to flamethrower real quick, with it costing 15. This one as well costing 15, so they're both at equal value. The ion blaster is going to go down to 10, but the problem with that is you have to have it recycle, and this type of unit in this type of build, it's kind of like a one move fire done kind of thing, or it sits in a spot and it just fires and fires and fires. The nose-mounted ion blaster will definitely reinforce that strategy, but unfortunately at the same time it will basically get like all of your moves down to surrounding your main attack. But it does have a nice dice output, so it's at your own discretion, but I haven't really found much necessarily use for it that any other unit can't already outdo. But it is 10 points, so it is cheaper. Moving on to attack protocols, this is honestly one of my more favorite cards of the bunch, with it being same as defense protocols with its number of being 3. This one allows you game aim and then precise 2, so you basically get to re-roll 4 dice out of your pool, making this thing extremely effective and a precision marksman in its firing capabilities with that nose-mounted cannon. It definitely puts this card value up a hell of a lot more than you think it would. Defense protocols, the same as attack protocols. The only difference is you have outmaneuver. This thing can literally dodge around the place like a spider monkey, and it will act as much. Therefore, defense protocols, it's going to cost you the same. It's honestly up to your own discretion if you want this thing to be dodging around, but I honestly don't really want to play it as defensively as this, because then you're going to be throwing a dodge every single time on this thing, and your opponent's not going to be focused firing on that. Spoiler alert. It's annoying as hell once this thing starts to put down damage, but until that happens, defense protocols does not really engage until then. And then you have, of course, engagement protocols. It costing 5 basically makes it a bot. There's no drawbacks or no feedbacks, but the only thing I would say is it is more expensive. Therefore, AI attack protocol is almost my always go-to. So, orienting this being the price and everything, I definitely give this a 9 out of 10. You're getting a hell of a lot of firepower. It's very easy to paint. It's very easy to build and very easy to customize. It's not easy to take apart and put together per se because of its extreme weak joints. But once you bypass that, it's pretty easy. It has a lot of flexibility for what you want it to be. As in for offensive capabilities, I'd say it has more offensive capabilities than most things that would cost this much. And for its survivability, it definitely lasts all game. I've played this thing many of times. It's barely lost life during its match unless a Jedi is like right on top of it. Then of course you're going to be like Anakin and cut its nose off and kill it instantly. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll come back for a painting review, and I'll hopefully have like a black lava rock or something like that for it to be climbing down on. It's going to be most far style. So hope you guys like this video. If you all do, always just like, subscribe, and join the squad. We're going to be having Discord server, as I say again, or sometime around December 15th. I don't know when specifically. Everything right now is up in the air. I'm in control of all of it, so it's honestly just like how much time I have on my hands to start getting this done. I got a whole array of painting So these guys still need to get freaking painted. So we got a lot to do and so little time to do it. But like I said, hope you guys liked the video. And as always, this is Teaminator signing off. Bye bye.